What is up, y'all? It is Grant with the Groovy Files here. No, it's been a while, but I had to make a video because J.Cole is about to drop something, and I kind of been wanting to find a good way to talk about this, and I feel like this is the best way to talk about it. So, first of all, appreciate you guys. Go ahead, subscribe, comment on this video, like it, and just watch it all the way through. See what you agree, disagree, or you just want something to watch. Like, I can't just come one, come out unless you're on the hating stuff, but that's really all I had. But, so, J. Cole announces the fall off, and as you know, the fall off, if you've been paying attention, that was rumored to be his last album, but also considered his best. So, that's something to kind of be looking out for. So he drops a track today, and the track is basically his version of Rewind by Nas, and I feel like it was very well done, and I'm very interested in it, and I feel like it's very good. So my thing with J.Cole, right? People know my grievances with him. I've been pretty open about that. But also, I think people think that I just bash him. And I give him a lot of credit in other places too. Like, J.Cole is J.Cole, whatever you want to call him. I think the things that he does well and the things that he doesn't do well often get, I'm trying to find the right way to say it. He has great traits that I wish were better, more polished for albums, or no, that's not the one I'm trying to say. He for a while, I feel like with albums, he's always had something that, I don't know why this popped up, but he's always had something that I wanted him to do better on an album, and something that I've done, I always think he's done really, really well, and things that I just didn't like. Like, for example, Before Your Eyes Only, I feel like the narrative of that album was very well done. I feel like the production just wasn't captivating enough for me, and it kind of was trying to, just didn't really keep me interested. But I feel like the writing of that album is easily J. Cole's best. I feel like Forest Hills Drive is just very good. I also think the off season is very good, but it's kind of like a mixtape Cole type of vibe, which is fine, and I feel like it's good. I really enjoy it. Probably one of my most played Cole albums, but I always found his albums to be missing something. Like, even with Born Center, I always felt like the production was very ambitious, and the tracks are individually are more or less good. I just don't like how it kind of meshes all together, and it kind of meshes all together kind of a little messy way. Sideline Story, I leave that alone because I feel like that is a solid debut album, and there are songs that you have to try, especially being signed to a major label for the first time versus having that freedom that you have later in your career. That's very different. KOD was kind of, the first half of the album, not really good for me, but the second half I feel like is a very strong body of work for Cole. Just overall did not make the mark. And then I like J. Cole just rapping. Like, I like that and just flexing his lyrical muscles, but it feels like the box has been left unchecked. There's a box been left unchecked, and I think we all know what that box is. Like a definitive, listen, this album, no matter what, this will be undoubtedly in a conversation for the best thing I put out ever. That isn't a mixtape or like the Glory Days. Like, I don't know. I think people want something from Cole conceptually. I'm gonna kind of lay off of him on the front about whole he can't talk crap stuff. I feel like there is I see both sides. Some people don't care about that. Some people do. I'm not writing him off as a rapper because of that. I am writing off him from the best conversations because of that. And I think that's fair. Like, you had the opportunity, you asked for it, and then he took it back. I'm not going to say he asked for it. He rapped and then he took it back. And it looked weak. And I feel like that's fair. But I don't think his raps are bad. I think he is a solid rapper. I do think Cole fans do him a disservice in making him better out to be than he actually is. But I also think other fans of other rappers or just a certain genre that are negative on him, they do a bad job of underrating. They underrate severely what he has brought to rap. And when I say that, I mean he's from that Fonte cloth, like the up and coming artist, the working class artist. And he took that and is one of the highest, biggest names in rap from his decade. He may not have the polarizing traits or specialties that Kendrick and Drake do. Like, he's not as one-on-one stylistically, but he's one-on-one in terms of the heights that he has reached in terms of popularity and just marketing and just all these other things. So one thing that I want to see from the fall off is I'm gonna leave all the B stuff around, but I kind of want to see the introspective J.Cole. That is the best J.Cole. Like the Let Go of My Hand or the Crunch Time or Cold Summer or just all those types of things. I want the storytelling. I want the introspectiveness. I feel like the flexing of the lyrical muscles is plus, but I want to see J. Cole to build the strongest narrative that he has built in his entire career for an album, in addition to having production that I really enjoy all in one project. Like, I still think Cole hasn't done like a really, really good concept album. And I feel like he tried to do that with KOD and it just didn't work out. It was just too many missed marks. And same for Your Eyes Only. I feel like the writing was very good, but the production wasn't just good enough for me. And I feel like it just was too minimal. But I'm not disappointed so far because like I feel like this track that he dropped today was great. Like, I love that. I'm very curious to see more. But he makes a very great point with the fall off and the notions that he has in the trailer that he dropped today. Everybody isn't meant to be at the top forever. Longevity is great, but longevity and being at the top are two different things. And I do think people underrate both. Also, J. Cole has almost a 2-decade career in rap. Like, that amount of longevity is something that can't be swept under the rug. A lot of these guys do a 10 plus, back like decades ago, a 5+ year career in rap was seen as successful. Now we're getting to a point where 10, where a lot of people, artists are reaching 10. Like that 2016 freshman class, they're about to meet 10 years in the rap game. That's 21 Savage, that's G Herbo. Even longer than that. Anderson .Paak, I don't really consider him a rapper, but I don't think he rap well. But you, Lil Yachty, you get what I'm saying. Like, we underrate longevity a lot and staying relevant a lot. But in what comes with that and what is required of that. But I don't know. I feel like for J. Cole, and this is my final point, J. Cole does a great job of reminding you why you love him. And it's something that is a very, very good thing to do and a good thing to have. Because when the beef ended and everything like that, J. Cole was like, okay, I'm going to drop these mixtapes on streaming. I'm going to drop all these mixtapes on streaming. Y'all remember why y'all love me. Y'all remember that. And people ate it up and people loved it. And I don't blame them. Like, sometimes you have to make people remember why they love you, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I feel like that was good for his PR at the time, because people were talking about like they were out on him completely. I'm not out on him completely. I just say he can't be the best. I can enjoy his music without saying he'd be the best. There's nothing wrong with that. And I feel like that's what a lot of people are trying to say. And people are trying to say like they hate Cole for it. I don't think people hate. I do think people hate Cole, but way more because from a political standpoint, he can be seen as preachy versus his counterpart, Kendrick and Compton, where he kind of slides it way more under personal experience. So it softened the blow, even though I don't fully agree with all his sentiments, with a lot of his sentiments at the time. Like the whole No Name thing, it just came off as you just trying to tell this girl what to do, and you just being misogynistic and hating on black women, versus like verbiage and just the way he says a lot of stuff. It can rub off wrong to a lot of people. So yeah, but other than that, I'm excited to listen because I want to see what he has to say. And number two, this is his final studio album. So it's the end of a era for real. So I'm very interested. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Check out my page. Subscribe. Run this video up. Appreciate you guys.